Condensation. This is one of the first problems new Quonset hut owners encounter, and it catches many of them off guard. Steel conducts temperature extremely efficiently, which means the inner surface of the shell can become very cold in winter and very warm in summer. When humid interior air meets that cold steel, moisture forms on the surface. Left unaddressed, the condensation can drip onto belongings, damage flooring, encourage mold growth, and create a general sense of dampness that makes the space uncomfortable to live in. The solution exists, and it works well, but it requires proper spray foam insulation applied directly and completely to the interior steel surface before any finishing begins. Owners who skip this step or apply insulation inconsistently often spend years dealing with moisture problems that are difficult and expensive to correct after the fact. This is not a minor inconvenience. For some owners, it becomes the defining challenge of the entire project. Financing. Most traditional mortgage lenders do not know what to do with a Quonset hut home. Because these structures fall outside conventional appraisal categories, many banks will simply decline to offer a standard mortgage, regardless of how well-built or well-finished the property is. Owners frequently have to pursue alternative financing routes, including construction loans, personal loans, land loans combined with separate building financing, or lenders who specialize in unconventional properties. Interest rates on these alternatives are often higher than a conventional 30-year fixed mortgage, and the qualification requirements can be more demanding. This is not an insurmountable problem, but it is one that requires research and planning well before a single panel goes up. Walking into the process assuming standard financing will be available is a mistake that has derailed more than a few projects midway through construction. Permits. Zoning laws and building codes were written with rectangular structures in mind, and a curved steel building does not always fit neatly into those frameworks. Some counties and municipalities have no category for Quonset hut construction at all, which means owners have to work through a variance process or convince local officials to evaluate the structure on a case-by-case basis. Rural areas are generally more accommodating than suburban or urban jurisdictions, but even rural counties sometimes have restrictions that make permitting unexpectedly complicated. There are places in the United States and in other countries where Quonset hut homes simply cannot be legally permitted as primary residences, and discovering that after purchasing land is a serious and costly problem. Checking local zoning before buying property is not optional. It is the foundational step the entire project depends on, and skipping it even briefly has led some aspiring owners to lose money they cannot recover. Heat buildup. Steel absorbs and radiates heat with remarkable efficiency, and in warm climates this becomes a daily reality rather than an occasional inconvenience. A Quonset hut that is not properly insulated and ventilated can become extremely hot during summer months, with interior temperatures that make the space genuinely difficult to occupy for any length of time. Even with good insulation, the surface area of a large curved roof exposed to direct sun generates a significant solar heat load that requires a well-designed HVAC system to manage effectively. Owners in southern states often report that their cooling costs are higher than they anticipated, particularly in the first year or two before they have fully dialed in the ventilation and insulation strategy. Proper ridge venting, reflective coatings on the exterior steel, and appropriately sized air conditioning go a long way toward solving this, but they all represent additional costs and careful planning that a buyer needs to factor in from the very beginning rather than treating as an afterthought. Interior wall space. The curved walls of a Quonset hut are visually striking, but they create real practical challenges for everyday living that become more apparent once someone actually moves in. Standard furniture is designed for flat vertical walls and square corners. A sofa pushed against a curved wall leaves an awkward gap behind it. Shelving units do not sit flush. Hanging artwork or cabinetry requires extra thought and often custom solutions. Kitchens and bathrooms, which depend heavily on right-angle geometry, require particularly careful planning to fit comfortably within a curved footprint. Some owners resolve this by building interior partition walls that create flat-walled rooms independent of the outer shell, which solves the problem effectively but adds cost and reduces the usable square footage available. Living gracefully inside a curved structure requires either a genuine willingness to embrace unconventional furniture arrangements or a budget for custom built-ins that most people do not account for at the outset. Noise. Steel is not a quiet material, and this becomes obvious very quickly after moving in. Rain on a metal roof produces a sound that some people find pleasant and meditative, but others find genuinely intrusive, particularly during heavy storms when conversation becomes difficult and sleep is interrupted. The same applies to hail, which can be extremely loud inside a steel structure in a way that is hard to fully appreciate until you have experienced it firsthand. Wind moving across the curved exterior can also generate vibrations and low-frequency resonance in ways that a wood-framed home with attic insulation simply would not. Interior insulation and drywall finishing absorb a significant amount of ambient sound, and owners who fully finish their interiors report considerably less noise intrusion than those living in a more raw or minimally finished space. Even with full finishing, prospective owners who are sensitive to noise should spend meaningful time inside a Quonset home during various weather conditions before making a final commitment. Resale difficulty. Despite growing enthusiasm in some corners of the housing market, selling a Quonset hut home remains genuinely harder than selling a conventional house in most parts of the country. The buyer pool is smaller by definition, and many buyers who might otherwise be interested are deterred by the financing challenges they face when trying to purchase an unconventional property. Appraisers still struggle with comparable sales in many markets, which means the appraised value often does not reflect the true quality of a well-finished build. Owners who have invested heavily in custom finishes, high-end kitchens, or extensive landscaping do not always recover that investment at sale because the numbers simply will not support it. This is improving slowly as more documented examples enter the market and as alternative lending becomes more accessible, but anyone who might need to sell within a short time horizon should think carefully about whether an unconventional home fits their personal and financial situation. Social perception. Not everyone in a neighborhood or community will view a Quonset hut home the way its owner does, and the gap between those two perspectives can create friction that is easy to underestimate. To some people, a corrugated steel arch reads as industrial, temporary, or out of place in a residential setting, regardless of how thoughtfully it has been designed and finished. HOA restrictions in many communities would prohibit this type of structure entirely, which eliminates a large portion of available residential land from consideration before the search even begins. Even without formal restrictions, neighbors occasionally raise objections during the permitting process, sometimes successfully. Owners in rural settings with significant land around them rarely encounter this issue in a meaningful way, but those building on smaller lots near existing homes sometimes face social friction that adds considerable stress to an already complex and demanding build process. The learning curve. Most people who build a Quonset hut home have never built any kind of home before, and while the basic assembly process is more straightforward than conventional construction, everything that comes after the steel shell is not. Electrical layout in a curved space, plumbing rough-in, insulation decisions, vapor barriers, HVAC sizing, interior framing, and finish work all require knowledge that takes time and often costly trial and error to develop. Contractors who are experienced with Quonset hut interiors are rare in most regions, which means owners either learn to do much of the work themselves or hire general contractors who are figuring things out alongside them. There are excellent online communities and documentation resources available now that did not exist a decade ago, and they help considerably. Even so, the path from steel shell to finished livable home is longer, more technically demanding, and more expensive than most first-time Quonset builders expect when they order their kit and wait for delivery.